Hey y'all, I'm Starhawk and we're back with our first day of class. Good morning and welcome to your first class at Cobacon Academy. I'll be your teacher for this homeroom. You can call me Oak, but most people simply call me the Pokemon Professor. Like there's one of how many? 10 now? Hello, excuse me? Sorry. My computer popped up something I had to click out. This world is inhabited by creatures we call Pokemon. People and Pokemon live together by supporting each other. I think I could skip this part. You're all smart enough to know what Pokemon are. I can't believe we're hearing Professor Oak talk right in front of us. The man's a legend. I know, my dad's a huge fan of his. He's got all his encyclopedias, A to Z. Oh man, he's gonna flip when I tell him I'm in his class. Even outside of Kanto, everybody knows him. Kanto? Oops. I didn't know he was looked up to by so many people. He's like a superhero to them, but to me, he's just my neighbor. Now, something you need to know about this class is that it's extremely difficult. Last year, almost half a class failed. That's so crazy. Holy crap. All of a sudden, I don't feel like being in this class anymore. Yes, this class is challenging, but if you put in the work and keep at your studies, you can pass with flying colors. My job is not to assign you failing grades, but my job is not to coddle you either. My job is to make sure you graduate this school with the knowledge and skills to excel in the Pokemon world. Which brings me to my next point. As you all know, Cobacon is a very selective school, and it demands you give your best at all times, or you will be surpassed by your peers. The graduation rate for this school is roughly 30%. How does a school like that keep going? Isn't like, I don't know. I don't know enough about things like that to know. That's crazy though. Excuse me. It is not for the weak-willed or unmotivated. 30%. Did he just say 30%? Like 3 out of 10? You gotta be kidding me. Is this a joke? What kind of school life is this? Pokemon Academy Life. I was gonna make a joke with the name of the game, but then I realized that it was Academy Life, not School Life. I'm gonna stop talking. I wasn't hearing things. I turned to look at May, and her mouth is hung open in disbelief. Leaf looks frozen in shock, too. On the other side, Aspart's laying back in his chair with the same smug look on his face. Yes, I just wanted to clear that up. Now, are any of you interested in competing in the Pokemon League after you graduate, just by a show of hands? A few dozen hands shoot up immediately. Asphalt has his hand way up there, that's no surprise. What is surprising is that Leaf has her hand up too. I don't want to look like a wimp, so I'll put mine up. Take a good look around. Now, everyone in the 2 middle sections, put your hands down. There are fewer than 10 students left with their hands raised. I think I know where this is going. That's the percentage of those who will actually qualify for the Pokemon League. And it's even less for those that can make it there. Now, don't let that discourage you. Let's start with some... Professor Oak staring at something or someone. Yes, did you have a question? I'm just gonna say this right now for all you quitters in this room. I'm getting to the Pokemon League, and there's no chance in hell that I'm not. God, why does he always have to be like this? It hasn't even been 10 minutes since class started. He's already trying to start something. He tries so hard to be cool and fails so hard at it that it's sickening. I'm not stopping until I wipe the floor with every single regional Pokemon League champion. You're looking at the next world champion. Please sit down. What was your name again? Gramps, it's me. Yes, I know it's you, but what was... It's Asphalt. That's right. Anyway, sit down. Man, what a loader. I can't believe... Asphalt shoots me an icy glare. I just grin and give him a thumbs up. That just made him madder. I like this class already. Right then, I think that's enough talking. I'll take roll call now while you're all in a good mood. May, is May here? Present. There you are. Hilbert? Here. Edgelord McGee. Okay, now Whitney? Whitney, are you here? Absent on the first day. Wait! I suppose I should be yelling and leaning. Never mind. A red-haired girl came rolling in through the door. Haha, get it? Cause roll out, cause Miltank. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Hands up whoever has PTSD about Whitney's gym. That was a really dramatic entrance, and she's posing like she just finished an acrobatic stunt at the Pokeathlon. Okay, wow, that took me a second. I know I've seen that word before, Pokeathlon. Here I am. I'm just not late. I was waiting for the perfect time to make my grand entrance. She calmly sits down in the empty chair in front of me like nothing happened. I have to say, I'm impressed with her ability to keep a straight face after that performance. Please continue. All right, I'll mark you on time, but no more of that. Do you understand? Yes, sir. You can count on me. Very good. Now, Flannery? I'm here. Ugh. Sorry, I'm not a big fan of mornings. The deepest voiced woman you'll ever see. I'm sorry. Fan or not, try to get to my class on time from now on. I'll mark you on time too. Yeah, okay. Flannery collapses into a chair next to me. Looking at her from up close, she seems kind of intimidating. Her hair and face reminds me of some of those biker gang chicks I see on TV. Or someone who has, like, the worst case of bedhead of all time. I love Flannery. I love Flannery. She doesn't look too good. Maybe I should say something to her. Want some coffee? Hey, you need some coffee? I picked some up early this morning. She whips her head towards me and scowls. I'm not sure what I said, but she sure looks miffed about something. Is that a no? Do I look like a charity case to you? No, you look really tired, so I thought... You thought what? You thought that I want your handouts? Why don't you take that coffee of yours and shove it up your... Chill out, Flan. I'm sure you didn't mean anything by it. Finally, a voice of reason. It's the first day. You should keep it a little on the DL, girl. You're not... You can't... No. I'll have to ease up on Flannery. She's a little rough around the edges in the morning. A little? No, I understand. Morning isn't exactly my favorite time of day either. We were almost late because Flan slept through all her alarm clocks. They don't work, Whitney. They don't work, Whitney. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. They go off. You just don't wake up. I think... I think it's because your snore is louder than the clocks. I do not snore! Hey, what are you smirking at? I don't snore, you hear me? I believe you. So you're Whitney and you're Flannery. I'm Red. Nice to meet you, Red. Keep it down back there. And with that, my first homeroom class quickly passes and comes to an end. What a doozy of a start. What a word. What a word. People don't use that word enough. What a doozy. I hope I can get used to doing this every day. But now it's on to my elective class. Looks like I have Dark type up first. Cool. I love the little symbol. This classroom is also way bigger than anything we had in Pallet Town. So this is what a privately funded classroom looks like. I wonder if I can find some people I know in here. I take a good look around the room and find absolutely nobody that I recognize. That's kind of a bummer. Then again, I've never had much trouble making friends in the past, so I'm not that worried. Man, you and me are so different, Red. Ooh, it's Karen. That is awesome. I think she had a different sprite last time I played. I mean, it's still really well done, but this is really, that's awesome. Good morning, students. I'm your teacher, Karen, and I will be overseeing your Dark type class for this semester. Let me personally welcome you to Kobacon Academy. I'm sure you're all aware about how rigorous its curriculum and expectations are. Many students drop out before the second day of classes after hearing about it. Judging by the looks on your faces, I'm assuming you won't run away from the challenge. That's good. It takes courage to face insurmountable odds. However, if you think courage alone is enough to survive the trials of this academy, then you are sadly mistaken. Tell me, students, what is the most essential aspect of your Pokemon? That question gets thrown around all the time, but I doubt there's a correct answer. Tough question, right? Then let me put it this way. If you were aiming for the Pokemon League, what kind of Pokemon should you bring with you? Sharon, of course. Why is Sharon in the dark? Huh. The strongest ones. Your name? Sharon. Stand up, please. And why do you think that, Sharon? It's probably like Sharon or something, but I've always called him Sharon because I don't like him at all. So I make fun of him. It's mean, I know, I don't care. Why? Because having the strongest Pokemon will result in the highest chance of completing with the other trainers in the league. I agree. Oh, and what is your name? Serena, miss. Stand up, please, Serena. I agree with Sharon's logic. Only the most capable trainers make it to the Pokemon League. Bringing weaker Pokemon along will only serve to be a liability. I see your reasoning, but that should not be the priority in choosing your team. Then is it the type of Pokemon? Their nature? It's impossible to plan beforehand, so the only foolproof way to ensure victory is improving their performance. What other reason could there possibly be? Speaking up. Speaking up is the other reason. Excuse me. You two are forgetting the most important thing about Pokemon. Partnering with strong Pokemon and depending on their ability is necessary in the Pokemon world, but that will only get you so far. I apologize. I had to step away for a moment. You must also love and trust your Pokemon implicitly. You must have faith in them as they have faith in you. They are not your tools. They are your partners and your friends. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. Oh, this is her line from the game. This is like one of the best lines from any Pokemon game, or from anything with Pokemon. That is only the selfish perception of people. Truly skilled trainers should try to win with the Pokemon they love best. The responsibility is not all on your Pokemon. They are not battling for themselves. Karen scolds us for a little while longer about how flawed our mentality is. But what she's saying is true. Pokemon don't have a reason to fight our battles. But if we're not forcing them to do it, what other reasons do they have? Is it the bond between humans and Pokemon that Professor Oak always references in his research? That marks the end of class. We'll continue this discussion tomorrow. And maybe if you're lucky, we get to talk about some Dark-type Pokemon. That took a little longer than expected. It is the first class though, so it'll probably stop feeling like that once we get into a groove. Next is gym class. Weird. I don't remember getting any gym uniforms in the mail or anything. Maybe it's one of those battle simulation things? Are we getting swole? So this is the gymnasium. I wonder if this is an official gym sanctioned by the Pokemon League. Most likely not. There hasn't been any mention of something like this on the brochure, and it's on school property. I think it's safe to assume it's simply yet another fancy room in the Academy's collection. Though other than some old banners lining the walls, this place is barren compared to the others. Agatha, Drayden, Watson, Alder. Is that Alder again? Stephen, Lance, Cynthia, Lorelei. I can't read all of these. I'm trying to see all the names. I love the all these little Easter eggs in this game are what make it like great. They take it from being like it's a good concept and they make it like a really great and believable world. They make a really believable world out of this game. However, if it really is like the official gyms, then that means Pokemon battles might take place here. I see Brendan, May, and Leaf sitting down talking about something. Trevor and Tierno are there too. I'm not sure what they're discussing, but it sure sounds fun. With all of them together like that, they really make the room seem a lot livelier. I see Misty sitting over by the side too. Maybe she's feeling a little bit better since I last saw her. Skylar's derping around. That's adorable. Speaking of fun and liveliness, this is a huge class. I'm pleased I can recognize a few faces now. Over on the other side, I see Asphalt leaning back against his seat. It's kind of weird to see him sitting alone like that. You'd think a guy like him would try to surround himself with as many people as possible by now. He probably just pisses everybody off. I refuse to end up like him over there. I'm going to go over and sit by Brendan and the others. Okay. Alder and... I don't remember this guy's name. Are these guys our teachers? The guy on the left definitely looks like one. But the other guy looks like one of those mountain hermits you hear about on TV. He is. Welcome to gym class. I'm Alder and he's Bruno. That's the name that came to mind, so I'm glad I remembered that. Of course, there's no proof for that. We'll be your instructors for this year. I don't have a mountain hermit voice. Now I bet you're all wondering what you'll actually be doing in this class. Well, it'll be just like the other gym classes you partake in your other schools, except we're not going to make you change into shorts and play sports. In this school, we focus more on training Pokemon, not your bodies. But training your body is important too. Oh, he opened his eyes. He's not Brock. Anyway, the real reason the school has a gym class like this is to prepare you kids for the real Pokemon gyms after you graduate. At least for those interested in tackling the League. Can any of you tell me why gyms exist in the first place? To progress through the game. Gyms were created to weed out with the skilled trainers from the mediocre trainers. If we didn't have gyms, there'd be thousands of buffoons roaming around doing whatever they please. Man, Sharon is a jerk. Or perhaps at least limit the number of people that think they'd make good Pokemon trainers. Unfortunately, I don't think gyms stop anyone from doing that. Right, very good guesses, but the main purpose of a gym is to allow trainers who are less experienced to test their skills against more experienced ones on even footing. And that is what we're going to be doing in this class. Wait, you're telling us we're going to be Pokemon battling in this class? Precisely, though we won't be diving into that right away. First, we need to review the basics. You're also busy trying to learn new things that sometimes you forget the most rudimentary skills. What, are you going to teach us how to catch Pokemon something? No. No tutorial! No! Yes, that's a very important part of the curriculum. Sheesh. Even if some of you think you have everything you need to know about Pokemon battling, trust me when I say you don't. You have not done a Nuzlocke yet. We've been in this field a lot longer than you have, and even we still don't have it down perfectly. Haha. I reflexively glance over at Asphalt. As I expect, he seems a bit irked by what Aller just said. I hope he doesn't make it seem like he did in homeroom. Oh, excuse me for rambling on like that. Bruno, why don't you tell them more about this class? Very well. This gym was first and foremost designed to be a training ground for students, and as such is available for free use after class hours. Just bring your student ID and you receive unlimited access to its facilities. In addition to the exercise machines available, the gym also contains several battle simulators to allow students to experience what a live Pokemon match would feel like in real time. Excuse me, simulators? So you're saying there won't be any live Pokemon matches here? Live matches? You can hold battles here if you wish, but most take place in the battle hall. Unfortunately, unless you're on the school's competitive battling team, you will not be allowed access into it. Battle team? Sounds like something right up Asphart's alley. What's the battle team about? Our school has a competitive battling team for students who wish to take their Pokemon training to the next level. It's a very selective club, so don't think about signing up so quickly. Oh yeah? What does it take to get in? Even after you've joined, mock battles between club members take place daily to determine whether or not you're fit to remain on the team. Daily? Crazy. That's easy. Be careful of what you say. Arrogance and strength do not go hand in hand. I'm telling you, it'll be a piece of cake. Who's in charge of the team? I am. Is it Steven? Oh no, it's Lance. Wait, who is this guy? He seems familiar. I can't remember exactly from where. Maybe on TV? But just by looking at him, I'm sure anyone can tell this guy is really important. Yes, he's a ginger, or not ginger. I almost said he's a ginger Super Saiyan, but that's red. Anyway, I can tell colors. I know what colors are. Asphalt should watch his tone of voice around him. Being accepted into the battle team is one of the highest honors a student can achieve in this school. It is not to be taken lightly. Lance, how long have you been standing there? I was just passing by. It's been a while, Bruno. Alder. It has indeed. Oh, and where are our manners? Students, this is Lance, the advisor of the battle team. Pleased to meet you all. So these are the new students that just came in. They look quite capable. I expect great things from all of you. When I was a freshman at this school, Hey, you're the guy running the battle team? Yes, and you should heed the advice of Alder and Bruno. For someone currently at your level, it'd be impossible to get in. What'd you say? Here we go. Just because you're an upperclassman doesn't mean you can look down on me. I'm not an upperclassman, nor am I looking down on you. I'm simply stating the facts. Anyway, I'm in a hurry. I have business to attend to, and I cannot be late. Alright, it was good seeing you again, Lance. Likewise. Take care, Alder. Bruno. Is this guy really just gonna walk out without saying anything else? I glanced at him again. I know how seriously Asphalt takes his pride, which is why I love calling him Asphalt. So that must have done a number on him. But he has to learn to take it easy one of these days. You heard him. The battle team is serious business. After all, it wasn't luck that our school has produced the most world champions, Elite Four members, and holds the record for the most wins at a national tournament. You heard right. The top students... Wait, that was Alder, right? Okay. You heard right. The top students represent Kobukan Academy and face off against students from other schools during the Pokemon League season. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. I think I'd faint from stage fright if I had to do something like that in front of all those people. You do know that you have to get on the team first to even consider doing something like that, right? But anyway, you shouldn't worry about things like that. They're much more important things to take care of after all, like graduating on time. I suppose we can move on to the weight machines. Bruno, would you mind giving the students a little demo? Not at all. After about 30 minutes of us watching Bruno go through every machine without breaking a sweat, I realized that maybe I should look after my body a bit more. I really haven't been taking the greatest care of my body, but seeing how much stuff there is in the gym makes me think that now would be a good time to start. Okay, that's enough for one day, students. Next class, we'll talk about the basics of Pokemon battling and how to deal with Pokemon in the wild. It'll be review, but don't underestimate... It'll be review, but don't underestimate the intricacies of the basics. Right. Well then, so long, students. Enjoy the rest of your day. Next on my schedule is lunch. Once gym class starts getting serious, I'll really appreciate having a chance to fill up on food after some physical activity. I always preferred to have gym class before lunch. Like, right before lunch. It's awesome. We all somehow managed to get a table with enough seats to fit us. Well, more like we forced it to fit us. The majority of the tables here aren't designed to seat more than 4 or 5 people. Yeah. At a time, and we have 7. There's not a whole lot of arm and leg room left. Most of us don't seem to have a problem with that, but... Hey, can you not shove your elbow right in my face? You're gonna give me a black eye. She's been complaining since the moment we sat down. Who's sitting next to her? Oh, I am. Okay. I was like, whose elbow is she complaining about? Can't you just keep your arms under the table? Yeah, but then I can't reach the food above the table. Some sacrifices have to be made for the consideration of others. Like, can you please tie up your hair or something? It's been all up in my face, and half the time I can't see a damn thing. Huh, I can't help it if the table's too small. No one can help it. Unfortunately, there are no more tables left in the cafeteria that can provide enough space for us. I guess that's true. Anyway, have you guys tried the Basculin Tartare yet? It's remarkably tasty. Oh yeah, can I have some of that? Damn, this is some good-ass fish. Right? I've never really liked fancy food before, but this is delicious. Yo, let me have some. Me too, me too. Shauna, a friend of Tierno and Trevor's, quickly locked down her title as the most spastic girl I've ever met. Yes, absolutely. She and Tierno look like a pair of Sharpedos with the way they're orbiting around me. Don't they realize that the cafeteria is a self-serve buffet? You guys do know that the seafood station is serving them all day, right? There's no need to take them off May's plate. Seriously? I know, but the line's crazy long right now. Why wait 10 minutes to go get my own when there's some right... Hey, Brendan, what the hell are you doing? Sorry, couldn't help myself. Oh, wow, that basket is something else. You have no idea. Obviously, you ate all of it. I'll get you for this. My basculin, no! I'm telling you, you can get your own right at the seafood station. Brendan, you've got crumbs on your cheek. Really? Where? Here, let me get it for you. Oh, May, geez, not in front of everyone. Then stop eating like a Neanderthal. May is vigorously rubbing her handkerchief on Brendan's face like a doting mother. How cute. Ever since we started hanging out, these public displays of affection are becoming more and more common. I thought we would get used to seeing this kind of thing now, but I can feel my face lighting up like a Voltorb. You guys like that stuff? Yeah, kinda. Why? Don't you like fish? Nah, those things always rub me the wrong way. Anything related to the ocean gives me the creeps, yo, same. Really? I had no idea. I had a friend like that. Every time he got close to the pool or a beach, he would just start screaming his ass off. Spooky, right? I mean, I don't scream, but I do feel a bit sick looking at stuff like that. Isn't she eating fish as well? Isn't this fish right in front of Leaf? I get a little woozy looking at the big packets of blood in the Pokemon Center sometimes. Yeah, same. Like I want to break down and start crying uncontrollably. That's not exactly what I feel, but okay. What about you, Red? You don't seem like the kind of guy to be really scared of anything. Me? Yes, I'm curious to hear your thoughts as well. For conversational purposes, of course. Let me think. Spinnerax. Ooh, do you want to go deep or funny or BA? Deep. One of my biggest fears is if I end up leaving this world without getting to accomplish my goals. It'll feel like my life was a completely wasted effort. I understand what you mean. That is also a fear that has passed through my mind on more than one occasion. The prospect of passing away with regret as heavy as that is quite frightening. Hey, we're only teenagers. We still have like 100 years to live. 100? Scary stuff like that and can wait till we're adults. Let's enjoy life while we can. Oh, that like hurts me to do. I apologize. If that's what you believe, I cannot argue. There's not one correct way to live, after all. On the subject of fears, is anyone a little scared for the school year? No, this school year is going to be great. Why you ask? To be honest, I'm a little worried about whether or not I'll be able to graduate. Did your homeroom teachers tell you the graduation rate of the school yet? Yes, I believe our teacher said something like only 3 out of 10 seniors graduate every year. 3 out of 10? Wait, are you serious? Tierno, we're in the same homeroom. Were you listening to music in class again? I assume so. Are these, Never mind. Beats by Drayano. Sorry. I did, but I didn't. Really? 30%? That's what Professor Birch said, yes. But do not worry. I'm sure everyone here will be able to graduate without any trouble, because we're all main characters. I'm not trying to play devil's advocate here, but what makes you so sure? There's a lot of people here that seem a lot smarter than us. Perhaps this is a little immature, but I just have a gut feeling about it. You can call it a sort of instinct. Hey, don't you? Hey, you don't question Trevs about this kind of stuff. This guy sees talent like a color, I swear. What does that even mean? Speaking of talent, you guys decide which clubs you want to join? Oh, sign-ups at the club fair start next week, right? Holy crap, that's soon. Damn, I don't even think I took the time to look at the club brochure yet. A lot of brochures at the school. Sometimes I surprise myself on how unprepared I am when it comes to school, you were saying. Yeah, sign-ups last for a couple weeks after that, but May and I decided on joining a club really early. Oh, let me guess. Is it the Maid and Host Club? Or maybe the cheerleading team? Oh, if you're on the cheer team, then you're gonna be with me. What? No, it's neither of those. Aw, boo, it's no fun. Good guesses, but we're joining the Coordinator Club. It looks really fun. And besides, Brandon and I both just adore Pokemon contests. We've both been watching contests since we were kids, so the Coordinator Club is perfect for us. Dang, you guys are lucky. Which one are you gonna join, Trevs? I'm guessing the Photography Club? Yes, actually. They look quite fascinating, and I very much want to explore their more advanced photography equipment. Does he have a little... Is that a little camera around his neck, like a little camcorder? Mother and father never let me have my own in the house. Do you guys know if this school has a dance team or anything related to dancing? I want to dance. According to the brochure, I don't think this school has a dance club. You mean the school doesn't have a dance club yet? Anyone can start up their own club if they get enough members to sign up, yeah? I think I know what Tierno's up to. I heard somewhere you only need 5 members on board to get the club approved, and since there are more than 5 of us here, don't tell me you seriously plan on starting a dance club. How did you know? You know, you also need a supervisor for the club. Do you know any teachers here that would actually approve of a dance club? Sure, who doesn't love dancing? Hey, Leaf, you want to be the first member? I love that his eyes turn to hearts. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to join the outdoors club. It'd be nice to get off the school campus whenever I can. Oh man, suit yourself. Everyone's looking at me like they're waiting for my input. I can't say I've been thinking about clubs, but I don't think it's really high on my priority list. But since signups are next week, I should start thinking about a club I'd be interested in. Clubs, huh? Right now, I'm leaning towards the battle team. I mean, I suppose I should think more about that decision, but no. Even though I know a certain someone is also interested in it, I feel like it'd be a really cool team to be a part of. Not to mention getting a chance to participate in the national tournament. The battle team. It sounds a little scary, but I think it looks like something I can really find myself invested in. I was thinking of joining too eventually, but I think it's a little early to be thinking about that. Didn't you hear what Bruno and Alder said? I agree. We should listen to our teachers. Not to be overly disparaging, but I think it's too far out of reach for new students like us. Hey, I think it's cool that Red's thinking of the battle team. More power to you, man. Yeah, and if Red wins the national tournament, won't it be so cool to tell everyone that he's our friend? Oh, we'd be friends with a celebrity. Hey, Red, make sure to get to the national tournament and win one for us, buddy. You two sure know how to inspire somebody. So the clubs meet every day or every other day? I believe that it depends on which club, but generally, club activities are held 2 to 3 times a week, except Sunday. At least that's the way it is for the photography club. It's the same for the outdoors club. They meet on Mondays and Thursdays after school and on Saturday mornings. Attendance isn't mandatory, is it? I think it is. Oh no, I'm terrified of commitment. That's good to hear. I'm sure attendance depends on the club as well. Hey, Brandon, pro tip, bud. Don't say that in front of a girl. This conversation is longer than I thought. I was going to end the episode after lunch, so I'm still going to do that. So, whoops. This is going a little long. But I think it's safe to say that joining a club requires serious commitment. I know that some of the more competitive and selective clubs have a very strict attendance policy. We can always find out for sure later. We still got a week to decide. But check it out. The line's thinning over at the seafood station. Want to grab some of that basket, Shauna? Yes, please. Oh, we've been talking so much that we barely touched our food. We should clean this up before lunch is over. I'm full. You can have the rest of mine if you want, Brendan. Anyway, how are classes going so far, everyone? Where do I even start? We listen to Leaf complain about school, figures, as we finish up our lunches. As we get ready to move to our next class, I realize this is the first time in a while where I had lunch with such a lively group of friends, at least in school. Alright. Like I said, this one went a little long. Oops. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll do our afternoon classes next time. See ya.